This is 24-year-old Morgan Prager. Back in early 2020, Morgan had been arguing with his sister's ex-boyfriend over text messages for weeks. It all came to a head when Morgan decided to drive to the ex-boyfriend's home and confront him. The two men began fighting on the porch, and Morgan pulled out a knife and stabbed the other man and then ran away. The police were able to find and arrest Morgan and put him into an interrogation room. Morgan believes he is there on an assault charge, but what he doesn't know is that his victim died later in the hospital.
We've been investigating this incident for several hours now or whatever, okay? First thing I want to do, we do this with everybody that we bring in here, is we just get personal history. And we've been investigating a crime here in Wichita. I've been told that you had called 911 in Pittsburgh and had police contact. As of right now, you're considered under arrest. Okay, they brought you here in handcuffs, and as of right now, you're not free to leave. Before I talk to you or ask you any questions about this case, I'm going to make sure that you know what your rights are. So you said that today is the first day that you've been to Wichita. What's the purpose of your trip to Wichita today?
I don't know if you guys have my phone, if that is here. But the reason I came to Wichita is on my phone. We've been going through, my family and me have been going through a lot. And I mean, I can't even think of the things that he had said. But I mean, I'll open book I've asked him to stop bugging us. I've asked him to stop bugging me. And I went to talk. I knocked on the door. I asked him. I was like, "Man, I'm not here to fight you. I'm not here to try any of that." But I don't know what the fuck his problem is. But he wants to be some big fucking tough guy, and I'm not. I just want. I mean, I don't know. There's some. Honestly, I want you to see my phone.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't want what happened to happen, but I mean, I didn't go over there and fight him, but I'm not in a physical shape to fight him. My knees are fucked, and if you can get my phone, you'll see why I went over there. You'll see him, I tell him to stop. You'll see he told me to go over there. You'll see I went over there to talk.
Explain to me what happened whenever you are showing up over there.
I knocked on the door, asked for Vinny, and he came down. I said, "Well, I'm here now." And I mean, not loud. I was not being aggressive. I did not want to see him. And I'm not trying to fight. I said I'm not here trying to fight. And he takes some steps towards me. And I told him not to. I told him stop. That's not what it just happened. I don't know how. I didn't think he would try to be so big and bad and think he's I don't know what he thinks he is. But my sister's about to kill herself over him. He touches these points where I don't know where the fuck he gets his. It's all I'm telling you, and I can't explain the messages. I can't explain it as well as he did with the message. I don't know if you have my phone, but I'm telling you. That's why I went over there.
Okay. Well, we'll look at your phone.
You can only push me so much until, I mean, I would say that's anybody. I don't know what you do after a situation like that. So I just try to go home.
The detectives sit quietly and allow Morgan to vent how he is feeling. After giving a brief recap of what had happened, the detectives ask Morgan to tell them the story again, and this time with more details.
As detailed as you can be. If you gotta close your eyes and think about
it.
I mean, what's he saying? What are you saying?
He came to the door, and if you're where he's at, he came to the door, and I'm like, well, come out here, come talk to me, because, you know what I'm saying? I'm not being aggressive if I'm fucking turning my back to you, man. I'm trying to talk, but he wants to approach me like I'm trying, I don't know. I mean, I guess he was offended I showed up at his house like he fucking told me to. But I wasn't on no shit like that. And then, I don't know, I said, I'm not here to fight, I just want you to stop. And he was trying to get in my face about it. I mean, just leave me the fuck alone. That's what I didn't say that, but that's what it's all about.
Put yourself back on that porch after this argument starts. He's in your face, and at some point you said that pocket knife comes out. I want to know what occurs at that point. I mean, explain to me what you're feeling, what you're seeing, what you're hearing.
I don't know what his f***ing problem is. I have 7 f***ing siblings. And we gotta have f***ing parents. And I'm the f***ing oldest of 8 kids. And I don't know what makes someone think that it's just cool to make some... You gotta see my phone, man. I don't know what the f*** his problem was. I've never had anybody in my life attack me the way he's attacking me over my mom. Like, he didn't even know shit. He just attacked my sisters, attacked everything about us. And I go there to ask him to stop, and all I can think about is my mom.
What's your ties with him? Like,
he's my sister's baby's father. I've not liked him. But if I would get along with him if he was decent to get along with, but I can't get along with somebody that's fucking trash and I can't fucking get along with him if he wants to do nothing but slam my family. And it's not just me, it's not just his baby mama, my sister, it's my whole family.
I'm sure that must be
it's not
pretty difficult.
It's
and pretty tough, and
that's not justifiable. I understand that. My sister moved away from him because he was abusive, drunk, fucking hitting her, horrible stuff, and she's got a baby, and I fucking let her move in with me. And I live in a 2-bedroom apartment. I mean, and I don't know.
Morgan is about to ask if the victim is all right. At this point, the detectives are not aware that the victim died in the hospital, but they will find out soon enough.
Take a minute, okay?
He's not dead, right? He's not.
As of right now, what I know is that he's not dead.
Okay.
Okay. He is injured. Pretty bad, pretty severe. What's his problem?
I don't know. I don't fucking know. I have no fucking idea. And since day one, he's been trying to get something out of me. Like, since day one, I feel like he's just wanted me to threaten him or do some shit so he can take it to you guys. And
did they break up?
Yeah.
Is that part of his...
It's been a breakup. There's been a protection from abuse. There's been... The custody has been filed for. I just wanted him to stop. I went to his house and I told him, I'm not here to fight you. I just need you to stop. I just need you to stop messaging me and my sisters.
How does he respond to that?
He's like, well, you know, when he starts getting closer to me and we're this far away from each other, and I pushed him, and I don't know if that's when I hurt my knee. I don't know if coming off the porch is when I hurt my knee.
You remember taking your knife out?
No.
Did you have it in your hand on the way up to the house?
No.
Where was it?
I mean, it had to have been in one of my pockets.
So I get that this is a pretty traumatic thing, and you know you didn't mean to do this, and I can tell that you're pretty torn up about it. But I'm really trying to figure out why today, why it turned from you telling him to stop to what it turned into.
Because I know he wasn't going to stop. I thought he would stop if I came and talked to him about it.
What was his reaction to you being there?
He had the same attitude as the messages. He didn't care. He wasn't caught off guard. He wanted me to go there. And I thought, you know, if he's just talking shit, if I show up, then maybe he'll stop.
What set you off on the porch?
I guess a multitude of things. I wish he could have just reasoned with me. I didn't plan for things to go like that.
Did you drive to Wichita to kill him today?
No. I told him I was not there to fight. I'm not here to cause problems. I just need you to stop messaging me and my sister.
And I've never had anybody that's fucked with me like that before, where it's caused me to drive such a long distance with such anger. I can tell that you're angry about this. Not that this whole thing happened, but just the fact that he continuously fucks with you and your family. That makes you angry. And I can tell.
It makes me angry.
See. And it's making you angry having to tell me about it. And so much so that you want us to go through all the messages about how he continues to do it. And I can see that. I looked at all those messages. I didn't read all of them, but I can see that there's a large amount. Enough so that it's kind of making me upset that you're having to deal with that. But what I'm trying to figure out is what leads you from just saying, hey, quit f***ing with me, to pulling a knife out and almost killing somebody. I mean, at what point does your head say, I'm not talking to this guy anymore?
There's no point in talking. There's no point, because he's not going to listen. If he would have listened, this would have happened. Not this, but this would have been over months ago. And I've never actually been with him one-on-one. I've never. I've been with him with my sister to eat. But even then I didn't speak words to him. I couldn't, because he didn't got no job. He's not trying to take care of his kid. He's not trying to. I can't be friends with that, because I bust my ass. They send me out of state to work 90 hours a week, and I can't show sympathy for it. I can't show, if you're not working, I can't help you.
Morgan gets off track again, talking about how his victim was a terrible father and a boyfriend. Since Morgan is claiming he doesn't remember how or why the knife was used, they move on to the next question. Was Morgan's girlfriend with him when the altercation took place? This is the first time the detectives will catch Morgan in a lie.
I didn't bring her with me because I know how guys get in front of females, and I didn't want problems. I didn't want that show of fucking dominance with the female around. It's not.
I'm gonna stop you right there, okay? I know that she was with you. So tell me what happens whenever you get back in the car.
I went and picked her up at her cousin Alexis's. I mean,
I've been investigating this since about 6 o'clock, and I know that that's not accurate. Did she help you out in this? Did she plan on bringing you to Wichita for you to do this?
no. She had no idea. I mean, it's family. It was family drama.
There's absolutely no reason for you to lie to me about her being there. You've been pretty honest with me about everything else, okay? I'm just trying to establish what happened afterwards.
At this point, Morgan, it's easier if you just tell us what happened instead of jumping through the hoops for it. We know she's there. Okay, there's no point in telling us that she's not.
I'll start you off here, okay? You get back to the car and you guys make a U-turn and you go south on Spruce Street. What's the conversation like with, is it Stormy? Is that her name? What's that conversation like as you guys are leaving? That's a long drive back to Pittsburgh.
Morgan sits quietly for 10 minutes, knowing he has been caught in a lie. His girlfriend has already been interviewed, and she claimed that not only was Morgan excited after the stabbing, he was proud of what he has done.
With what little I know about the law, I just feel like it is a better idea that I left her at the house. I know you don't believe that. At this point, I don't know.
Where'd you throw the knife out at?
On the highway?
Do you remember where?
No. It's some fucking, I don't know, like a 3-inch fucking...
3-inch what?
Flip out blade. I use it for wire.
Is it just like a regular pocket knife, or is it a utility knife, or Swiss Army knife, or what?
Black Kershaw.
Black Kershaw that opens up, folds right back in?
Yeah, it's no bigger than that.
What kind of blade was it?
Straight serrated.
Try to run us through as much detail as you can. I know you said you knock on the door and you ask for him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Who answers the door? So he answers the door and you said he comes outside. Is he standing in the doorway or is he on the porch at that point?
He's on the porch.
On the porch? Okay. How far apart were you guys?
6 inches.
6 inches?
Yeah.
So pretty close.
Yeah, he came straight up to me, like,
Okay.
I wasn't ready for that.
Okay. But you were ready for that, but you said you turned your back and faced the road?
Yeah.
Did you feel comfortable enough to do that?
Yeah.
Not knowing him and everything that's been going on?
I didn't think he would keep it up. I thought that now that we were in front of each other, that maybe that attitude, the stink would change and...
Might back down a little bit.
Right.
Okay.
I mean...
And you said he's closing the distance between you. How does that make you feel?
I mean, I was worried. I wasn't trying to fight. I wasn't trying to make a scene. I wasn't... But I could see it in his eyes that that's not what he wanted.
Okay. So you guys are 6 inches apart. He's closing the distance from you. I know you had said before to Detective Moore that you pushed him back. Did you push him?
I can't think of... I don't know how we got off the porch.
That's my question, because I'm trying to figure out here how you two start getting physical with each other. I understand that, I've been in fights before. I understand that. Okay, sometimes you lose control, sometimes you don't, sometimes you're kind of paying attention to what you're doing. I want to know where the first physical contact comes from, how you guys start fighting, and what goes from there. I know you said that you fall off the porch and you hurt your knee, but what are you doing to fall off the porch? Are you guys tangled up with each other? Does he push you? What?
It's as I'm turning my back towards the house and facing the road, and then he's like, and so it's somewhere in this point we have touched each other.
Okay.
Somewhere in me turning back, because I really didn't think the shit was going to happen.
Did you both go off the porch or just you?
We both went off the porch.
Okay. When you're off the porch, did either one of you go to the ground? Was either one of you holding on to each other?
Yeah, we were both on the ground. I had my knife and my hand was bloody. My knee hurt. I couldn't run back to the car. I couldn't.
Okay. Let me ask you this, because I carry a knife usually on a daily basis, and from doing some of the work that you said that you do, I've done that before. Okay, I used to carry my knife in the same spot on a daily basis.
Yeah, I would have it right there.
Okay, so daily, that's usually where you carry it?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have it out when you walked up to the house?
No.
Okay. When do you think that you
I had my hands in my coat pocket.
Because at some point you would have had to pull it out and extend it, right? If it's if it's a folding?
Yeah.
Do you remember when that happens? Were you guys on the porch? Were you on the ground? Were you guys already fighting?
I can only remember having the knife in my hand when I was on the side of the house. We were on the ground.
Okay. Tell me about that, you on the ground. How were you guys on the ground? Can you describe that to me? What's going on, what you're hearing, what you're feeling?
I don't remember hearing anything. And it happened so fast. We kind of rolled. I feel like once he got within that 6 inches of me, we didn't get further apart until it was over.
Okay. So that entire time from the porch to the ground, when you guys are rolling on the ground, you guys are pretty close to each other.
Yeah,
Probably not even separating.
No, I don't think we did.
Okay. Are both of you swinging? Are you swinging? Or what's going on during the fight? I mean, like I said, I've been in fights before. It's either one of two things. You're both swinging or you're wrestling with each other on the ground. Which one is it? Do you ever remember being a hold of him or anything?
No. No.
Okay. And I know you told Detective Moore that you had the knife at the one point when he asked you about cutting his throat. Well, what is that happening? I mean, how is that happening?
I'm confused.
What I'm asking is, do you have him? Is he holding you? I mean, you said that's the closest thing you could see, or the closest thing to you.
Yeah, because he was right here.
Okay. I guess my question is he's got other body parts. I know that you're wrestling and you're so close to each other, you couldn't think of anything else? Is that the only time that you hit him with the knife, or were there other times?
The detective makes a good point. Of all the places on the human body a knife could be used, why did Morgan choose the neck? His choice of the neck makes it appear as if he wanted to take his victim's life, instead of just trying to protect his own.
Can you remember anything else about him being on the ground? Was he punching you, or were you guys wrestling? Do you remember if you did anything else with the knife other than the cutting him on the throat? Were you swinging at him with the knife? Were you punching him with your other hand? Do you remember?
It was, I was trying to get my distance.
Mm-hmm. Did you look back to see what he was doing when you took off?
When I looked back, he was walking. He was like going in the house. Okay. And I mean, that was kind of relief that, I mean, I didn't.
And I know Detective Moore asked you several times, but just so I can verify, because I kind of listened and got some of it here, your intent coming here to Wichita was to what?
Talk to him.
Just talk to him?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have any intent of fighting him or harming him? And
No, I was...
Well, you see where I
see, but man, he comes out, and like, I turned my fucking... I thought turning my back towards the house, letting, he comes out, I turn my back, I face the road. I thought that was enough to show that I'm not trying to, I told him I'm not trying to fight, I'm not trying to cause a scene, I just need you to stop with these messages to both me and my sister.
Okay. And I know that you had said that you have never been in a fight before, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I was a wrestler for a while, but I've never been in a fight.
Do you know why you would have pulled your knife that quickly?
I don't know. Not had that altercation. I hope he's okay.
The interrogation would end here, and Morgan would be taken to the processing area, where he would officially be charged with attempted first-degree murder. Before his processing was finished, Morgan was made aware that his victim died, and he would be charged with second-degree murder instead. Morgan was found guilty and sentenced to 20 years in prison. What are your thoughts on this case? Do you believe Morgan intended on taking a life, or was it all in self-defense? Please share your thoughts in the comments below.